Hey there, Wargamers. Justin TheArmedPainter here from Batrep Designs, and today Adam's come out with me.
Yep.
And what you talk smack?
We'll start out.
He's already talking smack. He's brought his Daemons for a rematch against my Dark Angels, and we're playing the Search and Destroy deployment type with the, I think it's Beachhead Mission, which is what we're going to be playing. So we've got 3 objectives we're fighting for, which I think it's mostly just going to be a bloodbath in the middle. So let's go ahead and get into the armies and then get this game started. Alright, so for the Dark Angels forces today, we've got our typical Hellblaster unit, 10 of those bad boys with the plasma pew-pews. We've got an 8-man unit of Black Knights, led by Brother Martinek from Twitchland. Maybe he'll do something good this game. We have the obvious choice, the Dark Shroud. We've got 6 Scout Biker Bros. The army today will be led by Azrael, backed up by Brother Nabil. Perhaps he'll do psychic things without blowing his eyes out, but considering we're going up against Tzeentch, he might be scared. We've got a 5-man unit of Tactical Bros with Combi Plasma, and Power Sword. I paid for the Power Sword this time. We've got a 6-man unit of Tactical Bros, geared out the same. I just had extra points, so we threw an extra body. And we have 2 5-man units of Scouts, and that'll be my 1,500 points of Dark Angels. Me through what demons you got here today?
Yes, I've got 2 battalion detachments. Everything shares the Tzeentch keyword. I've got a battalion of Tzeentch demons led by my warlord, the Lord of Change. He has Infernal Gateway, Bolt of Change, and Boon of Change. He's got the warlord trait in corporeal form, and he's got the impossible robes and a staff of Tzeentch, or a rod of sorcery. I've got 2 units of 20 horrors. One of them has the banner. Unit of 10 brimstone horrors. I've got a herald with a staff of change, and he has flickering flames and boon of change. And then I've got 4 flamers. And for the Thousand Suns detachment, I have a Tzeentch demon prince with firestorm of Tzeentch and temporal manipulation. Next to him is the sorcerer lord with prescience and glamour of Tzeentch, and he is on a disc of Tzeentch. I've got 2 identical 10-man units of Rubric Marines. They each have the Soul Reaper cannon, Icon of Flame, and both of the unit leaders have Weaver of Fates as their psychic power. And then I've got just a standard 10-man unit of Zangors, and they do not have the Brayhorn.
Alright, so there is Adam's somewhere around 1,500 points of demons. So we've rolled off, and Adam determined the deployment type. He chose this corner back here in Search and Destroy, and he gave me this beautiful corner over here with not a lot of area terrain. That's okay. We're going to charge forward and shoot anyway. But with that being said, Adam, you want to walk me through your deployment?
I have my objective set up back here just with the brimstones. I spent 3 command points during my deployment, 1 to set up my Lord of Change and Deep Strike, and the other to upgrade this standard to the special blasted standard, which can cause mortal wounds.
Nice. Can we see that demon that's in Deep Strike Reserve so people can see this beautiful toy? Look at this guy.
My warlord, hopefully to keep him safe from the first turn.
Caw-caw-caw. He's gonna land and shoot stuff with psychic bullets. Alright, for my deployment, we got some scouts here with their infiltration, hiding, doing shenanigans. We've got our objective under these bros, Tactical Marines kind of holding it down for now. And we've strung everything across the front here, the bikes in the front lines ready to do things. Hellblasters here, Brother Nabil, Azrael in the center of the blob, and the Dark Shroud in the back. And he's got some Tactical Bros on his right flank as well. So it's good that we're going first, I think, because we're going to be able to charge forward and hopefully cause some catastrophic damage. Are you going to attempt to seize initiative?
I am not.
All right.
I'm going to keep going second.
Alright, so we're going to be going into Dark Angels turn 1, and he's got a whole bunch of demon goodness on the table. I'm not sure what I want to do. I know that I have an opportunity for first strike, and because he's got some Rubric Marines that are out front, they're kind of a juicy target. So either those bros or these blue horrors, is that right?
Pink horrors.
Pink horrors that are purple, or kind of pale pink. One of those might be a good candidate for first blood or first strike. So we're going to try that, but we'll be back after I get some movement in. Alright, so we went ahead and moved some Dark Angels. As you can see, all the bikes pushed forward. The Scout Bikers did not advance. They just moved because they have a ridiculous move. The Black Knights did advance. The Dark Shroud advanced just because they needed positioning. Everything else here just kind of pushed forward. No advancing, holding this objective. Scouts jumped up, moved forward. Scouts jumped up, moved forward. So I have this nice bubble holding the center of the table. And that's going to lead us into
And you spent a command point on
I did.
Knights?
Thank you. I spent 1 command point on Speed of the Raven, so these guys can charge after advancing. And I did not get my command point back. My warlord trait for Azrael is the strategist one, so I get to reroll, or not reroll. I get to roll when I spend a command point, see if I get one back. So I did not. But that's going to lead us into the psychic phase, and I think they're just out. Are these guys shooty as well?
Yes.
Okay.
And rules as written, I think I can activate my blasted standard. It says at the beginning of any psychic phase.
Okay.
So can I do that during your psychic phases?
If it says any, I would assume so, yes.
Okay. I am going to activate my blasted standard. So if you could measure the closest unit within 9 inches
It would
of
be definitely
that
one
unit.
of those guys.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I roll 9 dice, and every 6 is a mortal wound.
Here we go.
So hopefully this will soften the blow of this turn. So that is only 1 mortal wound to those scout bikers.
Scout bros. Alright, so mortal wound on that guy. So back to my psychic phase now. We are going to attempt to cast Aversion on... let's do the Rubric Marines. So, Aversion from Brother Nabil. Double ones won't do it.
Is that at perils?
I believe it is. Let's go ahead and spend a command point to re-roll that one of those dice. So here's the re-roll. I still didn't get it off. Do I get my command point back? I do not. Cool. And we're going to attempt to cast, for my second power, Righteous Repugnance on the Biker Bros. That one does go off. So now on the charge, they get to re-roll, I think it's all failed to hits. Reroll all failed to hit and wound rolls when they charge. So they are good to go. Now we're going to go into shoot the phase. What do we want to shoot? Hellblaster's got range 30. Yeah, so I'm in a good position to open up pretty good. How many dudes are in this? 20?
Yes, 20.
20. Whew.
Both horror units are 20 strong.
Okay. Yeah, let's go ahead and open up with these into the Rubric Marines over here. So it's going to be 10 guys.
The ones out in the open?
Yes. Okay. So you will get +1 to your armor because this is only 1 damage, if I read that correctly. Or if you explained it correctly.
Yeah, it's +1 to their save.
Yeah. So yeah, they're save. But these are AP -4, so for whatever that does. All right, so we're going to roll. I'm not overcharging or doing anything fancy. Here we go. I get to reroll the fails from Azrael, which they failed half. Poo-poo, La Cruz. Okay, so I'll take that. And these will be wounding on 3s because they're toughness 3 to strength 7. 1, 2, 3. So you will have 7, whatever your save is, minus.
You said
4.
-4 AP. Mm-hmm. So I will do the 4-up save, or the 5-up invulnerable, which will become essentially a 4-up. Mm-hmm. So how many saves?
7.
Ooh, that is a lot of good rolls. That is all of them saved.
Glorious.
That was a lot of 6s.
So let's do the plasma talons into them. Now these are going to be -1 to hit because I advanced. So they'll be hitting on 4s instead of 3s, re-rolling the 1s and 2s from Azrael. So we've got 6 plasma talons that should be within 18 of those. So that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and 12, and then we'll have 2 grenades that'll probably fire into them too. So let's go ahead and do the grenades real quick. 2 grenade launchers, and they are Assault 2. And we're going to use the, I think it's the frag version. Whichever version is the D3 damage, so at least you don't get the bonus. So here we go. Hitting on 4s, reroll 1s, 2s. 3s are hits that don't hit. These will be wounding on 3s because of strength 6. And it is D3 damage. I think it's AP -1, I believe. And it's strength 6.
So...
Just 1. And then if it goes through, it would do more than 1. Yeah, so 1 guy dies.
This unit?
Yep. And now we're going to get our plasma talons going. That is definitely cocked. All right, so we roll the 1s and 2s. The 3, that was not a 3. Whatever, it still hit. Those 3s come out. So we got 5 hits out of the first volley. That was horrendous. So 6 total. And these will be wounded on 3s because it's strength 7. So you have 3 AP minus 3.
And it's this damage 1? Mm-hmm. Okay, so I'll take the invuln, so it'll be 4s. Good on all
Rolling
of them.
like a champ.
Starting off this game strong.
So we're going to go ahead and go with our scout bikers on the left into the... Do we want to shoot the Rubik Marines? Yeah, probably shoot the Rubik Marines. So we're going to have their rapid fire 2 on each guy. 2. So it's going to be 12 dice from the bolters and then their shotguns, which are half range. So those are assault 2 each. I'm going to roll those separate because they're half range. They get +1 strength. So shotguns, hitting on 3s because I did not advance. Wounded on 3s. So you will have 3 just standard saves.
3, so these are essentially 2-ups. Mm-hmm. And I failed 2 of them.
Yay!
It's the 2-up saves I'm failing. I need to get around here to the side.
Okay. So our bolters into them now. Alright, so 1s and 2s are out. And these will be wounded on 4s. Whoop, cocked. Alright, so you have 6 saves.
Standard saves, so another 1 dies.
I have done more with bolters than with my awesome plasmas. We're going to put the bolters into these and the shotguns into those. Are these toughness 3?
Oh, yes.
Okay, so the shotgun strength's not going to matter. So let's get the shotguns out of the way. The 3 shotguns into the pink dudes. Wounded on 3s. So you have 3 honor saves.
These are essentially 4-ups. So,
cool.
3 die.
All right.
Of this unit?
Yep. And the bolters, which would be 4, 8, so we have 12 into the 1,000 Suns. 1s and 2s are out. Wounded on 4s. Come here. That was terrible. You have 2 saves.
Another fail.
Mass bolter fire, doing things and stuff. Checking some ranges over here. Okay. Let's go ahead and get 4 scout bolters into the pink dudes from this building over here. And we got 3 hits. Wounded on 3s. There's count. So you got 1 save.
Another fail.
Bolters doing bolter things. Alright, so let's see if we got any range with scouts, or tactical bros. They do. I have range over there too, but I don't think it's going to be that big of a deal. Whoops, so 24. Yeah. Alright, we'll put the plasma into the Rubik Marines here. And then we'll put, so that's 2, and we'll put 3 bolters into the pink dudes. So bolters into the pinkies. We get a reroll from Azrael. Still missed. You have 2 wounds.
Fail both.
Maybe I should have just shot at the pink ones the most. Alright, and the 2 plasma into the 1,000 Suns bros. They both hit, wounded on 3s. 2 wounds, AP minus 3.
And this is damage 1. Mm-hmm. So 4-up invuln, so 2 more bite the dust.
Well, I mean, technically, aren't they already dust? Technically.
So they are down to 3 Marines.
Alright, so Nabil advanced. He can't shoot, not that he has a gun that can hit anything. Azrael has things that can shoot, so Azrael is going to Yeah, let's put the 2 shots into these. He'll be at -1 to hit because he's firing both profiles. So plasma hitting on 3s, rerolling 1s. So he hits, wounded on 3s. So you have 1 AP -3. Yeah, good. And his Mastercrafted bolter fails. Reroll the 1. It hits. This will wound on 4s, but it is 2 damage. It does wound, so it'd be AP -1. So.
Standard 3-up save.
Do they have a 2-up normally?
They have a 3-up normally. Isn't that a standard bolter?
No, he's got a Mastercrafted. What did you roll?
3.
Let me make sure. It is AP -1.
Oh, it is AP -1.
So if you roll,
is it damage 1?
Damage 2.
Damage 2.
Because it's Mastercrafted, yeah.
So I will have the standard die.
Yeah. I get it mixed up with the plasma because it's strength's lower, but its damage is higher raw. Thank you, Azrael, for doing things. I don't think these tactical bros are going to be able to do anything. That guy may have some range. 24. I'll go and hit that one guy. Maybe over there. Yeah. Let's go ahead and take his 1 bolter shot into the pink bros. Go, bolter. Reroll.
Still a 1.
Woof. Well, I think we're going to be going into the assault phase now. And let's go ahead and let's declare a charge with... These scouts clearly need to go first. That's probably what needs to happen. Probably. Is he a character or is he just part of the...
Part of the...
Okay, so they could charge over. They can charge over. Yeah, so let's start by charging these into the Thousand Sun Squad, these guys right here.
I'm going to Overwatch.
Yes!
So the Soul Reaper Cannon, 4 shots. Nothing. And then the Bolt Pistol.
You could...
Nothing.
Okay, so you can throw a grenade on Overwatch if you guys have them. If you want to.
I think the Warp Flame pistols are better. Or the Inferno Bolters because they have better AP.
That's true. You could throw the Strength 6 grenade, though, with the D3 damage. So you might have been able to kill a guy. If you had hit, I would have let you switch it, but it's fine. Assuming your guys get them. Standard Chaos might not. So charge distance. An 8 will do it. Let's come over here and see where my little bros can go. Are these guys good in melee?
Oh, yes.
Like, super good?
They are Strength 4, 2 attacks, AP -1. And they have a stratagem to fight twice.
Ew, I don't like that. Which they're definitely probably going to charge my Scout Bikers anyway, which is fine. Maybe fine. Yeah, there's not much I'm going to be able to do to stop that. So, Scout Bikers go! A bump bump. Actually, you know what? I only have to be within an inch of the guy, so let's do something like so. Like so. Alright. These Scout Bikers into your pink bros.
Alright, they are going to Overwatch. Can you see how many have line of sight?
Is this the only one that's corralled over there?
Yeah. There's these 2 that probably can't see. Yeah, I think it's only those 2, so 1, 2...
You talking about this one?
Yeah. These 2.
I think he can see. Because if I'm looking at his base, I think he can nick right here. So yeah, so just the one guy that can't see.
13, so 13 shot, or 13 guys shooting at Assault 2 because they are below number. And they will be in the re-rolling 1's aura of the Demon. So hopefully we can cause a little bit of damage on this.
There's a lot of dice. This is a handful of dice coming from the pink bros.
I'm gonna pull out the 6s. And then I am re-rolling 3 1s. So just 3 hits. What is your toughness?
5.
5, so 5's to wound. No wounds.
All right. Let's see what our charge distance is. Will we make it? A 4. It might do it. Yeah, so we are within 5, which means if I go 4, I'm within an inch.
Yep.
So, but it is important that guy stay really close to where he would be, because you don't get any extra movement shenanigans. They will get to pile in, though. But the good thing is they made it, which stops you from overwatching these, which your Overwatch might not have been terrible, but I'd rather not eat it if I don't have to. All right, so let's go ahead and charge with our Black Knights here. Sorry. We're multi-charging. That was the point.
Okay.
Let's see if 7 will do it. This is how Justin cheats, folks. So that will be 6, which will put me within an inch there. 7 looks like it would be just out. So if I re-roll the 2, worst case scenario, I still make it to the pink guys. So yeah, let's blow a command point. We're going to re-roll the 2 just to see if we can get a little bit extra distance. We get a 4, a 9 will do it, and let's see if I get my command point back. I don't. So we are down to 6 command points, and I got a 9-inch charge, which this is an 8. Yeah, so we're good. All right, off we go. Boop. Boop. Let's get you like that. Actually, I guess you need to go first. And daisy chain the rest of the bros. Something like so. Fun fact, folks, sound effects make you guys perform better. All right, so now I choose, are you interrupting?
No, and I think I can only do that after you've already gone with one.
With 1, yes, correct. So we'll go ahead and do the pile-in, pile-in on these guys. So we'll move a little bit closer.
So your big biker squad.
Yeah, they're gonna go first. Which, let's see, I have 3 inches. I might have to do some like wiggling here. Because I might be, let's push you forward in base. Yep, I think 2 guys are not gonna get to swing. Yep. So that's fine, so we'll hunker back a little bit. All right, so divvying up attacks. We're gonna put 2 guys into the Thousand Suns. Hang on, let's do that a little bit better. There we go. That way, at least my scouts have room to move. So we'll do 4 into the pinks and 2 into the Thousand Suns. And now, because I'm an epic Dark Angels player, I don't know what their actual attacks are. I think it's 2 per. So we're gonna look real quick, and then I'll know. One day. I have to cut this now. There we go. Cool. All right, so my guys have 2 attacks apiece. Brother Martinek in the back here is not going to be able to swing, and neither will he. So we'll have 4 swings into those guys. Here we go. Re-rolling the fails from the Righteous Repugnance. All right, so we got 3 rather.
Toughness 4.
And I don't think I got any 6s. Let's see. Oh, it's wound rolls. All right. So it's strength 5, so be wounded on 3s. Any 6s cause D3 damage. I get to re-roll the fail from Righteous Repugnance. All right, so it's 3.
Are these standard saves?
Yeah. So AP minus 1. Sorry, 1 damage.
So 3 up save. Mm-hmm. So good on all 3 of them.
Okay. The other 4 into the pink bros, which will be 8 attacks.
And I need to roll for their Locus of Conjuration. Since they are near a herald, roll 2 dice. So Locus of Trickery, a 3 and a 6. So all hit rolls of the 3s fail.
Okay. All right, so gonna swing in. You said 3s fail?
3s fail. 3s miss.
So, the way it is worded, so would that count as a miss where I get to reroll failed to hits?
It says, and makes a hit roll after rerolls, but before modifiers, any results of a 3 will miss.
Okay, so it's after reroll. So that 3 is a hit that doesn't hit. Rerolling the fails here. Boop. All right, so we got 6 total. These are going to be
3.
Wounded on 3s. And re-rolling the fails. My God, I'm rolling terrible. That is much better. So 6 AP minus 1s.
So these are essentially 4 up invulns. So 4 dead.
All right. Okay. I think they're reasonably okay where they are. Let's go ahead and do the attacks with these bikers. All right, so only 2 of them are going to get to swing, and I believe they are 2 attacks apiece. No, they're 1 attack apiece. So 1 sergeant gets 2 plus close combat.
And they'll be doing the same thing of discarding the 3s.
Here we go. Boop. And so we got 3 wounds because you just drink 4 to your toughness 3.
3 wounds, 4 ups, 2 more down.
All right. And then that leaves us with Scouter Bros. So let's just do our pile in and just Let's do something like that. Boop. Sorry, I moved your guy a little bit. All right, so we'll have 2 attacks for the base dudes. Actually, it's just 3 because there's no sergeant in that squad because it's combat squad. So here we go. 3 attacks. Go. So 2 hits. Wounded on 4s. We got 2 wounds and no AP.
So 1 more dies. So now it's my opportunity to attack.
Yes, so you would get to choose. We would technically go to the normal fight phase, but I have nothing in normal, so you just choose who you want to swing.
Just set this down for a second. Alright, so I'm going to go with my Aspiring Sorcerer attacking those bikes. He has 2 attacks, hitting on 3s.
Which bikes? The scouts or the...
The scouts.
Okay.
So I missed, let me see what Death to the False Emperor does. I forgot.
You reroll 1s.
Reroll 1s. So I will reroll the 1, which will hit.
Toughness 5.
And this is Strength 6, so 3s.
Oh, he's got a melee weapon, okay.
Don't think that's worth spending a command point.
I wouldn't do it either.
And then my horrors, they're going to pile in. They don't really need to pile in much. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 guys, so 9 attacks because of the champion.
Who are they swinging on?
They're swinging on... They're just going to all swing on the big unit of bikes. So these are hitting on 4s. And they're near the champion, so they're strength 4, so your toughness is 5. So 5s. And there goes a dice into the warp. This one's cocked. So 3 saves. Nothing special.
Here we go. Of course I failed too. We are going to use a command point reroll and Azrael's once per game. So command point rerolls on the armor save. Pass and Azrael's once per game. Also pass, and let's see if I get my command point back. I don't. So we are down to 5. And I saved a dude from death.
So, taking advice from last game, what I think I'm going to do is spend 2 command points, bringing me down to 8 to Insane Bravery on the Lone Aspiring Sorcerer. And then I am going to roll Morale on the Horrors and hope I get a 6 or a 1. It's a 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Sure it's not a 6? It's a 1 in 6 chance.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure it's a 1 because 1's the good result.
I would check. For some reason I'm thinking 6, but I could be wrong.
1. It is rolling a 1.
Fair enough.
So, here's hoping I roll a 1, otherwise they're probably all going to vanish. Oh! There is the lucky 1. So instead of losing models, they will gain... Oh, that is cocked. 5 horrors back.
Unbelievable.
The warp flickers, and it is favoring Zinch right now.
It definitely is. Without rerolls, I wouldn't have done much, and even then I needed those to get just average.
So that was a good morale phase for the Zinch. I lost no units, and I got lucky, and they recovered a little bit.
Indeed.
This is the end of Justin's turn 1.
Correct. With no first strike, despite trying. Threw everything I had. Tried. Hellblasters did poop. Standard bolters did all the work. Alright, going into Thousand Suns turn 1. What you thinking?
So, question, since I am not 100% familiar with 40k. Is it not possible for me to fall back with him since he's kind of encircled?
If he cannot get an inch away, which I do not think he can, he would not be able to get out of combat.
Okay, so he is not going to be able to fall back.
Yeah, this has happened with Tim. He had surrounded my tactical marines and had it to where one guy couldn't get out, so they could not fall out at all.
I'm going to fall back with these horrors, though.
Okay.
So they just get their standard move, correct?
Yes. And then unless they have a specific rule, they cannot shoot.
These are ultramarine pink horrors, so...
If that was the case, they'd be able to shoot.
They do have that discipline. Pretty sure I can get an inch away without much fuss.
Yeah, I think you're probably okay.
The warp was kind to them this turn. I don't know how that was going to work 2 turns in a row.
All right.
He's going to go over there.
You have any thoughts for your movement phase?
My main objective is I want to get the first strike, so I want to kill 1 unit of bikers at least, hopefully, and maybe start to converge around this unit, because I think these guys are going to be my biggest problem right now. All right, so that's the end of my movement phase, kind of wrapping around here, hoping to deal with the middle of the board and hope I survive after that.
So these bros advanced because he was worried about not getting enough movement to get line of sight to shoot, and then he has these flamer bros. These scouts are in trouble. His demon prince there hopped over. He's ready to do some killy. And as you guys already saw, he fell out of combat with the pink horrors.
And the Zangors are hoping to rescue that lone surviving champion.
I think you're going to kill 2 units of scout bikers. I don't think you're going to save the champ, but you might.
Hopefully I can try. So, what is the start of my psychic phase?
Correct.
So I'm going to roll for my banner of flame. They get a 6. Good stuff happens. Nothing. So now we are on to psychic powers. Let me see what I want to do. I think I'm going to go ahead and just start with the horrors, the smites. So this unit of horror is going to try to smite. I need a 5 or a 6. They make it. And I believe the units of horrors, it's only 1 mortal wound. Yes. So this unit, which is the closest, will take a mortal wound.
And we'll put it on the grenade launcher in the front. That guy right there.
And now this unit of horrors is going to try, but they will need a 6 now, which they will fail. So that is their psychic powers. This aspiring sorcerer is going to try to cast Glamour or Weaver of Fates on the Demon Prince, which will increase his save by 1.
Okay.
So that needs to go off on a 6, which will go off with a 10. Do you want to try to deny that?
I think I'm out of range. I think I have to be within 24, which would be really close. Brother Nabil might be close enough, but even if he is, I don't want to risk trying to roll an 11. It's not worth it.
So Weaver of Fates is on the Demon Prince.
It gives him what, a +1 to all saves?
2 invulnerable saves.
Okay, so it puts him what, a 3 now?
So he'll have a 4 with +1 to the roll, so essentially a 3.
Yeah, fair enough. Not bad.
Psychic powers. This sorcerer, my herald, what does he want to do?
Things and stuff.
He is going to try to cast Flickering Flames onto the Flamers. That'll give them +1 wound rolls on their shooting attacks.
Okay.
And this needs to go off on a 5. Almost paralyzed, so that is an 11.
Yep.
So Flickering Flames will go off on them. For his second power, he's going to try to smite, which will be the bikers. They're the closest.
From the blue guy over there?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it'll be the scout bikes.
So this now needs a 7.
Yes.
Which will fail. My Demon Prince. So he is going to cast Zinch's Firestorm. This needs to go off on a 7, and then I will roll 9 dice, choose an enemy unit within 18 inches, roll 9 dice, mortal wound on each roll of a 6.
Which unit?
Do I choose before or after I cast it?
I don't think it really matters, but
I'm probably going to cast it on the big unit.
Okay, go for it.
So I need a 7. Another close to paralyzing that'll go off with an 11. So rolling 9 dice. Zinch's favored number. Needing 6s. So 1 mortal wound.
And the guy with the grenade launcher half died. Goodbye, grenade launcher. You are gone.
And for his second power, he is going to cast Smite on a roll of an 8 now.
It might be equidistant. You might get the choice between them and the scouts. Would you have wanted them or the scouts?
I'll target the scouts.
Okay, yeah, so if it's not equidistant, you could just nudge them because you would have had an idea before you went.
So that'll go off on an 8. So that'll be D3. So 1 mortal wound on them again.
Goodbye, scout bro. You have gone. Probably good that you advance those guys, otherwise you might not.
And I
even
also
be able
forgot to do all the smites with my Thousand Sun guys first. So I'm going to try to cast Smite.
No, so your Thousand Suns say they don't take the negative, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you would do them after.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because they don't
I
get
always
the negative.
forget which is the
If they go first, then they mess up your demons because the demons don't. They don't emit the stacking penalty. So yeah, you did it correct.
I'm going to try with my Sorcerer Supreme, cast Glamour of Zinch on the Demon Prince, which will make him -1 to hit. That'll go off.
Okay.
So he is powering up right now. He is going to try to cast Prescience on this unit of Thousand Suns. So we'll get another
let's do
sun. And that'll go off. It's a good psychic phase.
Good
So they
psychic
add
phase and good
+1 to
morale.
their hit rolls. And he's going to try to go out like a champ. He's going to cast Smite.
Yeah, this one will be on Scout Bikers because they're all up on them.
It goes off without a perils or a penalty. So that is... Do they have a baby version of Smite? Smite, he inflicts 1 mortal wound inside of D3, so they will just take 1 mortal wound.
Dun dun dun. Mortal wound coming. We'll put it on. Oh, sorry. That guy right there.
And I just noticed the Sangor got left behind the corner.
No Zango left behind.
Alrighty, and that'll do it for my psychic phase, so I will move on to shooting.
All right, let's see what you got.
Alright, we'll see how many of these guys... Can you split fire?
Yeah, you can as long as they can see what it's shooting at. You can shoot whatever you want.
I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 of them will be able to shoot the Scout Bikers. And let me look at the range on their guns. 18 inches. These stragglers in the back. Oh, some of them might.
Yep.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That'll probably be easier just to count the guys that are out.
Yep.
So 1, 2, 3.
He's on.
So 3. So 11 shooting at the scouts and 6 shooting at those Marines.
Now, so we get everything done properly. You advance, so you're -1. And shooting at the scout, you're just the standard -1. Shooting at those Hellblasters, you're -1 plus an additional -1, so -2.
Okay.
Because they're in the Dark Shrouds bubble. Which, what do they get for being above 20?
+1 shot.
Okay, so extra shots, but not bonuses to hit. So yeah, so they're hitting where they normally hit on 4s.
Yes.
Yeah, so they'll be hitting him on 5s, and they'll be hitting this on 6s.
And I am not within range for the aura. So these are hitting on 6s against the Marines. So that is 1 hit, strength 3, so 5s. No. So this was 6 guys worth. I have 11. So 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So these are hitting on 5s.
Scouter bros, can you survive?
This one's cocked. It's a decent number of hits. And it's a strength 3. Are they toughness 5? So still 5s. So 3 saves.
Here we go. We good. Woo!
All right, the flamers are going to shoot at the scouts. So they get D6 shots apiece.
Oh, hang on. No, one of my scout bikers is dead because their armor is 4,
Okay.
not 3. So, eeny, meeny, miny, mo, guy in the front, you gotta go. Yeah.
So I have 10 shots.
One man.
And Zinch Flickering Flames will add 1 to wound rolls. So these auto hit. So they are right now at strength 5. So
threes.
4s, so 3s.
Go Scouter, bro.
And let me see if I am in. I do not think the Demon Prince has wounds.
Generally, they don't do both.
You're all hit rolls of 1. Yep.
And you're auto hit, so.
Boom, boom, boom. So 4, 5, 6, 7.
AP minus 1, yeah?
They are minus 1, yes.
All right. Sarge, will you survive? I don't think so. He definitely tried. He passed half of them, but he did. You have gotten a first strike. You have died. I think that starts on 1 victory point on that one anyway, so you have secured it.
That's a little bit of stress out of the way. So continue shooting. These guys cannot shoot. These Rubric Marines are just going to all unload into those bikers.
Those bikers are in combat.
Oh, they are in combat.
Yeah, multi-charged. Yep. Yeah, you not being able to fall out was actually... It's a gift and a curse.
I'm also used to smaller skirmish games, so 24 inches is a lot longer than I reckon. So I think everyone but this back Marine can see. So I will just go ahead and unload into that vehicle, I guess.
Yep.
So that is... I stood still, so I get 2 shots at full range, correct?
Correct. With the bolters, yes. Not with that assault cannon.
And the pistol's not going to be in range. So correct. Assault cannon, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 3, 4.
How many shots does assault cannon have?
4.
Okay.
It's essentially 1 strength higher, 4 shots.
Well, make sure you roll it separate.
I have 1 to hit rolls, so that's minus 1 to hit, right? So it's essentially, am I shooting a straight ballistic skill against that? There's no other modifiers?
Just -1, and if you have +1, you're straight.
Okay. So what are you saying before I roll?
Make sure you roll the Gatling gun separate because its strength is higher.
Oh, good point.
Yeah, and because its toughness is 6, so your bolters will be wounded on 5s. And what's the strength on the assault cannon?
5.
It'll be wounded on 5s as well. Do they both have the same AP?
No.
Okay, then yeah, that matters.
Okay, so these are still just hitting on 3s. Rerolling 1s from my Demon Prince. And I remove these 2s. And 5s you said to wound. Strength 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with those.
AP -1?
I believe they are -2.
Bolters are -2?
Yes. Inferno bolt guns.
Alright, so this guy's going to pass on 5s. So we got 1, 2, we failed 3. 3 wounds.
So these are 3s, rerolling 1s. So all hit. These are still 5s, but this will be -3. So 1 wound at -3.
6 up. Fail. Is it 1 damage or is it D?
The Soul Reaper Cannon is 1 damage still.
4 damage on the Dark Shroud.
I don't think there's any targets for my little bolt pistol. So I think that is... I can shoot his pistol in melee, correct?
Yes.
So I will shoot his pistol.
Which squad?
I'll shoot at
Yep.
that squad. So hits with a 4. 5s to wound. Wounds -2.
He got a 6, he good.
All right, and I think that will bring us around to the charge phase.
Correct.
Is there anything stratagem-wise I need to do at the start of the charge phase? I don't think so. So first, so that scout squad is gone, right?
Yeah.
So I'm going to charge with the Zangors into those scouts. So
You got it with
not a
double
bad
ones,
roll.
yeah. Even with bad rolls,
12.
you got it. Yep.
So it gives me a little bit of flexibility to get where I want to go. So I am. Oh, I'd have to declare a multi-charge.
That's correct.
But I'm still gonna try to skirt it as much as possible so I can consolidate.
Yes.
And let's see. So the bikers are already engaged, so I'm going to charge with my Demon Prince to the big unit of bikers. 7.
Yep. You got it. Now, for the record, fly works in the assault phase again.
Yeah, but I don't necessarily think there's anywhere I need to go. So, with his wings, he's just going to... Those damn horrors. He's just going to go right there.
Yep.
Banner touching those wings. These guys are going to try to charge from behind.
Okay.
At the bikers, obviously. They're getting some speed, but is it enough? It is.
Go, go, go.
My main strategy here is to be close to that objective, but also not be shot at, if possible. You have a lot of plasma.
I do.
Moving all these horrors, I don't know what I'm going to paint my blue horrors, because I've already painted my pink horrors blue. I think painting blue horrors pink would be more confusing.
I would agree.
Get in there as much as possible. Don't really want to charge the flamers in, but that'll also protect them from shooting. And then if they survive another turn, they can shoot. I think I'm just going to go all in. I think I'm going to try to charge the flamers into the bikers. Otherwise, they're going to take a ton of plasma to the face.
Probably still going to take a ton of plasma to the face.
So they got 6 inches. So they are just going to essentially be hopping.
What are these, 2 wins piece?
I believe so. Whoop. Skydiving. Alrighty. I believe that is it. So is there anything at the start of the combat phase you want to do?
I don't know when this actually happens. Yeah, so it's after you. So you would, if I want to countercharge, I have to wait till you do something. So carry on.
I am going to just go in with the Demon Prince and try to do as much damage as I can right off the bat. So he gets 4 attacks, and he's got 2 sets of talons, so he will get an extra 3 attacks. So he has Weaver of Fates. Okay, so that doesn't affect his combat. So I will 2 ups, rerolling 1s. I'll roll it in the tray. Rerolling 1s. And then they are toughness 5. There go more dice. Sorry about that. And I am strength 6, so I will be wounding on 3s. And these are -2 AP, 2 damage.
Ugh. Got cocked over there.
So that will be 5 at -2.
Here we go. So these gonna have 3, so 5 ups. We failed 3. Do I want to throw a command point at that? Do I want to? No. So we're gonna lose 3 biker bros. So you are going to go. Grenade launcher is going to go. And no, we gotta leave the grenade launcher. Grenade launcher needs to stay. You And probably that guy. That's fine. Okay. Did I move for random? I think I didn't take enough.
I think you only grabbed 2.
I did, so I gotta take one more. Brother Martinek, we're gonna leave you. You're gonna try and live the fight another day. All right, so.
And then I will pile in.
Correct.
Just straightforward.
Yep.
Are you going to interrupt?
I am definitely going to. So it's going to drop me down to 3 command points. I'm going to see if I get my command point back. I do not. I have not got a single one back. And this is ridiculous because I'm burning through them. So yeah, these guys are going to swing and we're going to pile in. So dirt to dirt to dirt. Dirt to dirt to dirt. Dirt to dirt to dirt. And this little bro, dirt to dirt to dirt. So it'll be, actually I guess he needs to move more like that to get coherency. He'll probably just swing on the pink cars.
So where are your attacks going?
Alright, so the Huntmaster, I believe, has 3. If I knew my
going in against that lone sorcerer?
Yeah, that's where most of it's going. Alright, so yeah, so we've got 3 regular bros into the sorcerer, so it's going to be 6. And then Brother Martinek, which is the Huntmaster, gets 3, and he's going to swing into the Flamers. So here goes the guys into the sorcerer. Did you have anything that modifies my hit?
No.
Okay, now my psychic power is until the next psychic phase, or until the end of the round, rather. So I get to reroll the fails. Alright, so they all hit. These will be wounding on 3s because it's strength 5. So we got 4 AP minus 1 damage.
Okay, so 4 3-ups. Come on, survive this. I gotta make him get out of there. He's good.
Oh, unbelievable.
He's gonna be a named character if he survives this hell.
Got 3 attacks into the flamer dudes. Rerolling. Your saves this game have been outrageous. What's this toughness on
4.
there? Okay, so 3 is just 1.
1, so
AP
this
minus
is essentially 4-up.
Yep.
He is good.
And it is on to you.
Alright. Saving Private Sorcerer, those Zangors are going to go. 2, 3, 4, 5 with the champion. I'm going to pile in first. Just making sure they're all in. The bikers. Just going to scooch into there. So they got 2 attacks apiece, hitting on 3s. The leader has an extra attack. So first, hitting on 3s and re-rolling 1s from the Demon Prince. This is cocked. And then I'll re-roll the 1s. Oh, crap. I just bumped a couple of dice. I don't know what those were.
I'm assuming you left hits in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're fine.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Alright, toughness 4 or 5 on the bikes. So strength 4. So 5s. So 1, 2, only 2 wounds from the Zangors.
AP minus what?
Minus 1.
Okay, so 2 5-ups. We fail 1. So the wounded guy over here in the corner will die.
And you cannot interrupt again.
That is correct.
So he might not make it. So I'm going to go ahead and just start by piling in the Flamers. Those guys are kind of already based.
Yeah, I mean, you're fine. They will be able to
So
swing.
they're all attacking the same unit. The melee profile is 5 pluses to hit. So that is not very good. And they are 2 attacks apiece. 1, 2. And then the leader is an extra 1. So these are 5s re-rolling 1s.
Let's do it.
So get 1 re-roll. Which will still miss. So strength 5 versus toughness 5, so 4s. So 1 wound.
Here we go.
No minuses.
He have failed. Over there.
And then time to pile in the horrors. handful of them are actually gonna get anywhere. All their arms being a pain. And I'm just gonna scoot.
Scoot, scoot.
And the unit leader's all the way in the back, so he's not gonna be giving his extra attack. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 guys. Or is it?
If they're within an inch of a guy who's an eligible swinger. So it doesn't change. So like these guys that are based are within an inch. Anyone within an inch of the front line would get toss swing.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Yes.
So 8 guys. And these are somehow better weapon skill than the flamers. And let me see if they are within 6. When you measure auras in 40k, do you measure through terrain?
Unless it says and line of sight. Otherwise, it would just be within 6.
So I think they are. That one guy is within 6 of the sorcerer back here.
Probably.
Okay,
that's fine.
Still got to hit first. So these are on 4s. And let me see if I am within the Demon Princess aura. Yes.
Yeah, I mean, this guy's probably closer, which definitely would have been in. So yeah, you got it.
So 4s rerolling 1s. This one's cocked. So I get 3 rerolls.
Can they charge after advancing?
That is a good point. I completely forgot about that. So
all right.
I completely forgot about that. So I'm going to
you have like a 9-inch charge, so...
They were kind of around here, so I'm just going to kind of re-blob them backwards.
Yeah, because they wouldn't have been on the objective. That's the important thing.
That is a good call. I apologize. So I'm going to try to triangulate backwards from that 18 inches shooting at him.
Yes.
Because 3 of them were out of 18. So I think this is about...
that seems reasonable. That's fine. That's close enough.
Okay. I believe it is up to your scout bikers now.
Yes. Wait. No. Because now we're done with the assaults, then we go to the fight phase, and you get to choose which you would get to do sorcerer first.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because it charges first, then fight phase, then we alternate, and you get the first choice. So.
I forgot he was even eligible. So I am hitting on 2s.
You swinging on the scouts?
For 3s, rerolling 1s. Yeah, he's going to swing on the scouts. They are the threat right now. So do not get to reroll that. So wounding on 3s with this force staff. What is the damage on it? Is it worth command pointing?
I think it's a D something.
D3. This could be the difference between him living or dying. So he is spending a command
For the
point.
record, I only have 2 attack, or 1 attack each on those guys.
1 attack going through could do it.
Fair enough.
So that'll wound. So a force staff is minus 2.
-2. Yep. So
no, it's -1.
So 5 up. Whoop. We're gonna call it a cocked. It looks flat, but like I don't want to cheat you. So here we go. We're good anyway. 5 into a 6. All right. My 2 attacks back. They both hit. Wounding on 4s. We got 1 wound right there. Here it is. Here it is. The 1. Roll the 1.
2 plus.
Applause.
Oh, and I can't spend a command point now.
Oh, it looks like 4 1s to me. All right, so at the end of the phase...
At the end of the phase, I am going to spend 2 command points to Cycle of Slaughter these Zangors, bringing me down to 5 command points, and they are going to attack again.
Okay, so who are they swinging on?
Bikers.
Well, because the one guy's within an inch, so he'd be able to swing.
They're just going to swing on the scout bikers. I'm just going to try to get them out of the picture.
Yeah, it makes sense.
2.
Killy, killy, killy. You've already got first blood, though, or first strike. So my scouts and bros have gone down.
3s rerolling 1s. I'll pile them in after. There's one guy.
Do they get to pile in again, or they just get to attack again?
I believe they get to do everything. That unit can immediately fight an additional time. Okay, so I guess they can't pile in again.
Yeah. So when YouTube land, if we got that wrong, let us know. It wouldn't have made much of a difference since it was going all in the scouts.
Okay, so the 2s are going to be a miss regardless.
You got a bunch of 1s you should be re-rolling as well.
Yeah, I'm just taking the 2s out. And then the 1s to re-roll. And that 2. So these are hits. Let me just drop all of the dice. Now I don't remember how many ones I picked up. So I think it was 3.
Yeah, that's the original. Go for it.
So 3 more hits.
Probably gonna murder the squad anyway.
Toughness 4, so I need 5s to wound.
All right, scouts. Here it is.
I gotta save that sorcerer.
I'm seeing
So
4.
3, 4, yes.
All right.
4 minus 1s.
All right, here you go, Scout Bros. 4 saves. Oh, we tried. These 1 damage each or 2?
1 damage, minus 1 AP.
Okay, so 1 guy is alive. Because I failed 3. 1 guy's alive with 1 wound. You gonna die right here. Actually, let's just take this guy right here because he's not wounded. Boop. He did. And this Scouter bro.
I can get it if you want.
Yeah. There you go. Oh, it rolled into a 1. There we go. All right. So at the end of the Thousand Sun / Zeech turn, he's gone up by 1 victory point. Because he got first strike, I failed. I tried. Super tried. I do have a leadership test on Scout Bros over there, which lost 2. So here we go. He is good. The guys in the middle auto pass. They do not take morale tests. So we'll be getting ready to go into Dark Angels turn 2. Okay. All right, so going into Dark Angels turn 2, we check for scoring at the top of each turn now, starting with turn 2. So I'll get 1 point for being holding the objective in my deployment zone. So we'll go up to 1 victory point, and 2 for barely holding the center. Catching the advanced charge over there actually changed a big deal here. So it's currently going to put us 3 to 1, but on his turn he's definitely getting a point, so it's going to be a 3-2 game. But because I have failed to generate a bunch of command points back, or any command points back, and I've spent so much, we're low, and I'm limited on what I can do. I really want to back these guys out and shoot, but that eats up 2 of my remaining 3 command points, and I really don't want to do that. So they are probably still going to back out just so I can shoot some targets, but it's not ideal. So with that being said, we'll go ahead and get some movement done, and then we'll be back. All right, so for our movement phase, we went ahead and backed out our Black Knights, which have fallen back to corral this objective. Our Scout Biker backed out, so those 5 in the front aren't going to be shooting. We push forward with our Hellblasters, Azrael, Brother Nabil. This tactical squad, 4 of the guys remain stationary. This guy moved forward. These guys moved. These bros stayed stationary. These bros stayed stationary. And one thing that I totally screwed up last turn, I advanced with the Dark Shroud, and it never gets shot, and I totally forgot it has a 4-up invuln save. So it still got the 4 damage on it, but it might have actually had better saves than it did against their negative AP stuff. So it is what it is. Anyways, we're going to be going into our Psychic phase now. And let's check and see what my Brother Nabil has range on. I believe he's got range to those 1,000 Suns up there. So let's go ahead and try to cast Aversion on those guys. He got a 6, which I think might do it. Let's check Aversion. Aversion is a 6 on the dot. Do you want to... Actually, do you have a Psyker within 24?
If you measure to the unit, he's the closest in the unit,
okay.
So he will deny for himself. So I need a 7 to deny. Come on. And I just barely get it with a 7.
All right. And let's check some ranges here. We are going to throw off a Smite, which I think goes off on a 6. Might be 5.
Yes, it's a 5.
Yep, so we got a Smite off.
So I'm going to deny that with the Demon Prince, who's closest. And that'll deny on a 7.
All right, so Brother Nabil, you have done nothing.
Finally displaying some psychic might with
he is
the 1,000 Suns.
All right, so these Scouter bros here are going to fire into the blue dudes. They did not move, so we're going to have 8 shots instead of 4. They're not inside of Azrael's range or bubble range, but Dark Angels, if they're stationary, get to reroll 1s. So I'm going to fire off some shots here. No 1s, but those hit.
Toughness 3.
So wounded on 3s. Oh my god, terrible. So you have 3 saves. No AP.
Functionally a 4-up. So 1 dies.
Other scouts or bros on the top are going to do the same thing into the same unit. Rerolling 1s, and that is still a bunch of 2s. And still a 2. Alright, here we go. 3s. So you have 3 saves.
Another 3 saves. Failed another 1.
All right. Tactical bros. These are 2 wounds apiece on the flamers?
Yes. Toughness 4, 2 wounds.
Let's go ahead and fire plasma into them. So my 2 plasma shots overcharged, and my 4 bolters into those guys. So let's do the bolters into the blue dudes. Rerolling the fails from Azzy. Come here. So 3, wounded on 3s. 1 save.
On the horrors?
Yep.
Fail.
All right. The 2 overcharged plasma into the Flamer Bros.
Oh.
Rerolling 1s from Azrael. Oh, this is terrible. So you said they're what toughness?
4.
So this is an 8 now, so wounded on 2s. This is double. So you have AP minus 3. 2 damage.
So, 2 damage, so I make it.
Okay. Tactical squad in the back that only had the 1 guy move will overcharge the 2 plasmas in the front into the flamers, and the 3 bolters will shoot into the pink guys. So here's the 2 plasmas. More killy to myself, and one 2 damage wound.
Makes it.
Glorious. So we've got our 3 rapid fire bolters into the big guys, courtesy of the bolter ability. Rerolling the fails from Azzy. Thank you, Azzy. Oh my god. Alright, winning on 3s.
I need to go back to bolter school.
I need to roll different dice.
Now that has 2 dead.
Okay.
I'm trying to not pick off the unit champion who is in the back, but for convenience he may have to go.
Okay. Azrael's going to fire both profiles here. He's going to shoot his plasma into these guys and the bolter into these guys. So rapid fire plasma into those, hitting on 3s, rerolling 1s. They both hit. Toughness 4, so 1 on 3s. 1 wound. AP minus
5 up.
3.
Save. Fail. 1 dies.
I have killed at least one of those melee bros.
Now we'll take the guy with the horn, since I do not actually have the points for... Actually, no. That'd put him out of coherency.
And that's my scout wound over here. Needs to be that. And the 2 bolt gunshots into those guys. The 3 will do it because 2s won't. And this is strength 4.
Toughness 4.
So 4s. 1, it's AP minus 1, 2 damage.
And he makes it.
Of course he does. Well, what do we want to do with that? I could overcharge that plasma into those guys. Let's do 4 rapid fire into these, overcharge. 6 rapid fire into those, non-overcharge. So 2, 4, 6, 8 rapid fire overcharge into those, 2 at a time. Reroll. Still misses. So we got 1 hit. 2 hits. Reroll. Alright. And last guy. Right, hang on. 2, 4, no. Yeah, 8. So there we go, 8. Alright. These are going to be wounded on 2s. So we got 5. AP minus 4. What that's worth.
On the flamers. 4 ups. So 2 damage, right? So 2 will die. That is half the squad.
Okay. And we're going to fire our 12 into the melee dudes over there. These are not overcharged. Okay, rerolling the fails. My rerolls are just not doing much. All right, and these will be toughness 4.
Toughness 4.
So 1 on 3s. punch, so it's going to be 6 AP minus 4. For what that does.
So 6 5-ups. So 4 die.
Alright, and unfortunately with the poo-poo dice rolls, I've still been unable to take anything off the table. So we're going to be going into Tzeentch turn 2. Alright, before we get into Thousand Suns / Tzeentch turn 2, we have some leadership tests to take.
So leadership test on the Horrors, they lost 5 guys at leadership 7, so anything greater than a 2, they will lose people. So that is a 5, so they will lose 3 more. The Zangors lost 4. They have leadership 8, so anything above a 4. So they are good. And
Flamer Bros.
I need, on a 6, they will lose a guy. And they lost a guy.
Victory is mine. Still have not fully killed a unit, even with morale. Alright, so with morale done, Thousand Suns turn 2 as Adam prepares himself. Alright, so with Adam cleaned up now, with his dead.
So start of scoring, I believe I get 1 victory point
Correct.
for that objective, which brings me up to 2. And then I will start my movement phase.
As the gentleman that I am, be aware, because I know you're just looking off camera, about your guy coming in from Deep Strike.
That is into movement.
If he lands within 12 inches of anything of mine, I have the potential to shoot at him. I have
With
a strat-
everything?
With a unit I can nominate within 12 inches. So I've got it bubbled pretty well that you're limited on where you're going to be able to go, but just be aware.
Yeah.
If you land somewhere, I can potentially shoot. So, all right. So Adam has moved. You want to walk us through what you did?
Yep. I'm kind of trying to funnel into that center objective, trying to get my Demon Prince into more melee. My Sorcerer Lord is coming up to be a little bit more aggressive. And I dropped my Lord of Change to hopefully cause some havoc in the back and get to that objective.
All right, so what we got going on for the psychic phase?
We are going to start the psychic phase. I don't think his banner is in range of anything, so there's no point in rolling for that. So I'm going to start with the crappy smites first. So smite with them on a 5+. Does not go off. Smite with this unit is now a 6+, which will fail. Let's see who wants to cast what. Let me see what Lord of Change wants to do. So I am going to first try to cast Infernal Gateway with the Lord of Change.
Okay, what does this do?
Identify the nearest, actually, it probably won't matter. So the nearest enemy model.
That guy right there.
Yep, and that model and every other unit within 3 inches of that model, which I still think is only
Just that unit.
Unless it might get that character.
Maybe. Where's my little widget?
I think he is within 3 inches of that
He
guy.
is indeed.
So first I gotta cast it.
And what's it do?
This is an 8. It'll cause mortal wounds. So first, goes off on an 8, so I need to roll a 6 with the Lord of Change. That's cocked. This might be a command point. So I am casting it on a 7, but I'm going to spend a command point to reroll that 1, just because you should well be within deny range.
I am.
Oof.
And
So that is going to perils, but that is a 12, so you can't beat that.
technically, if you were within 12, I could, but I cannot.
Says perils just D3 mortal wounds.
I do not remember, but I think it's D3.
Okay. So he'll take 1 mortal wound. So that unit, the first unit suffers D3 mortal wounds. Oh, it is D6 if it's manifested on a 12 or greater. So 6 mortal wounds on that unit of Marines. That model's unit and every other unit suffers D6. So every other unit within 3 inches of that guy will suffer 6 mortal wounds.
Okay.
That was a very effective total.
How's it worded?
Every other unit suffers D3. So do I roll?
Yes, you would roll for each one.
So this is him, and I can't re-roll that.
And so he doesn't suffer 6, he suffers D3.
If the number of mortal wounds is D6 if it's manifested on a 12+.
Okay, so then D6. Okay,
So
so
1.
he's 1, yeah. Same way when you explode a vehicle.
Okay. And then, is he the closest for smite? Also,
probably this guy, which is nearest unit.
Yeah.
Whoops.
So, let's go ahead and put his wound on there. So if that is the case, I'm not going to try to cast smite. For my second power, I'm going to Bolt of Change.
Okay.
I get to select anything within 18 inches invisible to it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, but if with a character...
He's not my warlord, so...
No, for characters, can I target with psychic powers? Is only shooting that you can't target them?
I believe you can target him with psychics.
Okay.
I think.
So this will go off on an 8, so a 6+, and it'll be D3 mortal wounds. And it would summon a Chaos Spawn if it kills him, but I didn't spend the points for that. That's cocked. It is also cocked. So that is 6, 7, 8. So that is just going off if you want to deny that.
Yeah, we gonna try. Nope.
So that'll be D3. So 2 mortal wounds on him.
Burp.
So that is the Lord of Change's psychic powers. Now I'm going to go into the Demon Princes. He is going to cast Smite. This will be on a 7+ now.
Okay.
Just barely goes off. So that'll be D3. So 3 to the nearest unit.
So I'm gonna leave that guy. That guy comes because he was wounded. And Brother Martinic. Sorry, buddy. You gotta go.
And then he is going to cast Zinch's Firestorm. Select an enemy unit within 18 inches invisible. I'm going to choose the Hellblasters.
And he would be not within an inch. There we go. Sorry.
So targeting the Hellblasters, 7 or more goes off. Do you want to deny that?
I can't.
Okay. So roll 9 dice. And 6s will cause mortal wounds. So 3 mortal wounds to the Hellblasters unit.
Bump. And the wounded guy.
That is his. My Sorcerer Lord is going to... Where did I put those spells? Prescience and Glamour. He's going to try to cast Prescience on my Greater Demon. 7+. This will add 1 to hit rolls. Actually, no. He's going to cast Prescience on the Thousand Suns, the Rupert Marines. So 7s. That'll fail. And then he's going to try to cast Glamour of Zinch on the Demon Prince, which will also fail. And then winding it down. Smite is range of 18. I could technically smite that one biker, but I'm going to try to Weaver of Fates. 18 inches on my Demon Prince. So this needs a 6 to go off. Goes off barely. So Weaver of Fates is on the Demon Prince. And my final psychic power will be this Sorcerer is going to try to smite.
All right.
So this is now an 8+, which will fail. And I believe that will round out my psychic phase.
All right.
So it was a very productive psychic phase. So shooting. Let's start with the horrors. Could just try to finish off those bikers, but I'm much more likely to do damage to those Marines. So this unit of pink horrors are going to shoot at the tactical Marines.
Mm-hmm. They're negative on the hit from the Dark Shroud.
Okay. So they're all within 18. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and they are below 20, so they will get 2 shots each. 4. So this is 24 shots. Hitting on 4s, rerolling 1s.
They normally hit on 4s?
Oh, yes. Oh, so hitting on 5s, rerolling 1s. 3 re-rolls, which will be another 2. So let's pick out the misses. Toughness 4 on them.
Mm-hmm.
So these are +1 strength because they're near the sorcerer. So strength 4, so 4s. So that will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 normal saves.
Here we go. We failed 1. Alright, bro in the front. Beep, 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 beep.
My sorcerer is just going to shoot his bolt pistol at that bike.
Mm-hmm.
So -1 to hit.
Yep.
So 3s. Hits with a 6. Toughness 5.
Correct.
So 5s. Wounds at -2.
Okay, so invuln save from Azzy. He good.
Alright. Next, this unit of horrors is going to shoot at your main bikes. Actually, is there any difference to hit the Hellblasters?
Still -1.
Okay. So they are the bat guys with an 18. They're going to shoot at the Hellblasters. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 11, 12, 13. This will be the same thing. 5s re-rolling 1s followed by 4s. There's a lot of 1s. There's a lot of 1s. Take out the misses. These will be 4 to wound.
These on the Hellblasters?
Yes. So that is 5 normal saves.
Here we go. Alright, so this guy dead, and this guy back here will be wounded.
And I think I'm going to fire everyone that can see from this Thousand Suns unit into the Hellblasters. And this one Rupert Marine cannot see anybody right now. So that'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 bolter shots. And he is out of range. So, no, 7 bolters and 1 Hellfire. 3, 5, 6.
Said 7 bolters.
Oh, 7.
You said 7 bolters?
I meant 1, 2, so 2 can't. So 8. Yep, there's 6, because
Okay.
one of them's the Hellfire.
Okay.
So I did not get that psychic power off. So these are hitting on 4s.
Mm-hmm.
Rerolling, nothing. They're within the Lord, so rerolling 1 still. That's cocked. So we need 4s. And toughness 4, so 4s. So 1 save at -2.
And one save, here we go. Cocked. Okay, he good.
And then the Inferno. 3 hits. And these are 3s to wound. 3 wounds at -3.
Alright, so we will lose another bro. So technically he dies, and then the wound will just shift over there. So.
And I believe that does it for my shooting. So I will move in to the assault phase.
Okay.
So let me see how far away Lord of Change is from.
Probably gonna need 12 or to those guys described.
Yeah,
So
I
we need 11.
need
Maybe
max
the
roll
edge.
regardless.
Yep.
And he is over 12, so I can't even declare a charge on him. So I'm gonna leave it up to fate. Lord of Change is going to declare a charge on those Marines.
Okay. So we're going to shoot some stuff. And if I recall, they changed the way things are worded now. So you treat their shooting as though it was the normal shooting phase. They haven't moved. So I'm pretty sure they get their bolter drill now, I think. Not that it's going to make a difference, but if I screw that up, someone on YouTube land, let me know. So we're going to fire, what we got? 3 regular bolters. So those. And then, actually, I guess technically they're in rapid fire range anyway if you're in range to charge. We'll fire the sergeant with his regular thing, and we'll shoot the combi. So he's going to fire both, and then the plasma. So they're going to overcharge as well. So here's the regular bro sitting on 6s. Rerolling from Azzy. We got 1 6 over here. There's a whole bunch of 1s and 2s though. So 2 6s. 5s. What's your toughest?
Let me double check that.
I think it's a 7.
I think you're right. It is 7.
Okay, so 5s to wound. We got 2 wounds at AP nothing.
So he is a 4-up invuln with +1, so it's essentially a 3-up.
What's his armor save?
He doesn't have armor. I think he's got a 6-up armor save.
Okay.
Impossible Rose gives him a 4-up save and then +1 for Zinch. So he takes 1.
Does he not get a bonus to getting shot by stuff that's 1 damage?
No, that's 1,000. That's specifically all his dust.
Okay. Plasmas overcharged. Rerolls from Azzy. He kills himself. Cool. Sergeant Plasma hits with 1. Reroll from Azzy. He doesn't kill himself, and the sergeant's regular gun. Reroll from Azzy. So no hits, and this one is going to be wounded on 3s because it's strength 8. You have 1 AP -3. 2 damage if you fail.
Pass.
He hath passed.
So now rolling the charge. Hopefully I can make it. I'm going to spend a command point for my charge phase, bringing me down to 3 to re-roll that 3. Come on. 7. I don't think that'll do.
It's definitely not going to do it.
I think I would have needed the double 6s. Yep. Okie dokie. So, how do I want to do this? The Zangors are going to multi-charge these 2 units of bikes.
Okay, we'll start with the Scout Biker first. So his bolters and then his shotgun. So bolters first. Rerolling fails. Well, it's 3 6s. The toughness 4.
Oh, yes.
So no wounds. Shotgun. That's a Cox. Reroll from Azzy. Alright. And these will win on 3s because they're in half range. So you have 2 saves from him.
2 5-ups. 1 dies. Pull off the back guy.
Plasma Talons. Cox. Reroll from Azzy. Nothing.
Alright, so their charge distance is 6, which should get them in.
Correct.
And I'm just going to move straight.
Yeah, it's my Scout Biker's wound. Yep.
Oh, I forgot to shoot with my flamer, but I don't think it's going to matter a whole lot. Who wants to go first? Well, they're already engaged. So, I think I'm going to be a little tricksy. Because he's got fly. He's going to try to charge the Hellblasters.
Okay. Hellblasters are going to shoot at him, and we will overcharge, because why not? So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 14, 2, 4, 6, 8, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. All right. So here we go. So we got 7 guys. First guy. Reroll from Azzy. Doesn't kill himself. Second guy. Rerolls. Third guy. We got a 6. 2 6s. Fourth guy. Okay. Fifth guy. We'll say this is the guy that's wounded in the back just because he's got to roll at some point. Alright, reroll. Okay. Sixth guy. Reroll. And the sergeant. Sergeant doesn't kill himself. Whoops. But we got 5. And he's going to be wounded on... He's toughness 4?
4, yep.
Wounded on 2, he's going to strength 8. So you got 5 AP minus 4. Not that much.
So 5 4-ups. And he is dead.
Yep. I had to do it that way, otherwise you were just going to make the charge probably anyway.
I was hoping to maybe kill 1 or 2 guys on overcharge. So... what do I want to do? I want to get to those crunchy hell blasters. I am going to multi-charge the horrors on the hell blasters and the bike.
Okay. So hell blasters are going to shoot into him. Probably in rapid fire range again. No overcharge this time because there's no reason to do so. 2. All right. So we got what, 14 here? 14. Here we go. Dice rolls. Do things and stuff. Okay. There was no 6s at all. Reroll from Azzy. We got 3.
3 6s.
And wounding on 3s. The toughness 4?
3.
Okay, so these will be wounded on 2s because they're strength 7. So you got 2 saves.
2 saves. 4-ups. Fail both of them. Take some guys out in the back. And then we got to make this charge, and I cannot spend command points on it. So 7 inches.
That will do it.
Yep. Just form 2 rank.
I'm gonna give you a suggestion here. Don't put this guy here. Put him somewhere over here. Do like that. There's a reason for that, because you're gonna get pile-ins if you need them anyway.
And then my final charge.
You want my suggestion? Because if you make it, I'm going to concede the game. You're going to win at this point.
Okay.
But do you want my suggestion for what you should do?
Yeah, I want to see, or my idea right now before you say anything is to see if I have room to fit in here and multi-charge those.
Don't even worry about that. Go for broke. I mean, you could declare the multi-chargers and see, but declare Azrael, the Hellblasters, and he probably is not going to fit there. I would say his base is probably too big, but you could probably fit right here. And as long as you can make the charge to him,
because what I would need to do, because 7 inches wouldn't do it, I would have to get the back of my base over there.
Which you probably wanted.
I'd need to make like a 12-inch charge to get that to be able to fit my base wholly.
So you declared a multi-charge. So if you were worried about it, right, you could have you could back these guys up because you did make it to him. You didn't make it to the Hellblasters, and you could leave room for him to fit here and be an inch away, and then try and consolidate in.
I'm just gonna go with what I was doing.
Okay. Well, he probably ain't gonna fit in that hole.
Yeah. So I think he's just going to try to charge the bikes and consolidate. So he's going to charge the bikes.
Yep.
They can't overwatch.
Correct.
Makes it so he will go in as far as possible, which is about right there. Okay. And I believe that is all the charges I can make right now. So my first charge to get maximum efficiency, my Demon Prince is probably fairly safe. The Zangors are going to go.
Okay.
They are going to split the leader and 1 guy on the big tough bikes, and then 3 guys on that scout. So I will go with the 3 guys on the scout first, rerolling 1s, hitting on 4s, or hitting on 3s. Reroll the 1. So toughness 5.
Yes.
So I need 5s. So 2 saves at -1.
We're going to go ahead and command point reroll that one. He fails to get my command point back. Yay, I do.
And then the champion and 1 guy on the bigger bikes. Rerolling 1s. Yep. Dropping dice. So 3 hits. Again, 5s. That's cocked. 2 wounds.
Failed 1. Are these 1 wound apiece?
Oh, yes.
Burp.
And then they are going to just pile in these guys in the back. Loop as best they can without getting caught on each other. Okay, are you going to interrupt me?
No, there's no reason to. I'm not going to do enough damage even if I do.
I will go ahead and go with the Demon Prince then.
Yep.
So he has 7 attacks. Hitting on 2s, rerolling 1s. All hit. 3s to wound because he has strength 6. That's a lot of 1s. That was a 1 I knocked. Oh my god, so 2 wounds.
They live.
And I don't think I can actually pile in any.
No, he's already as close as you can get.
Horrors are gonna pile in. And let's see. So 3 of them on the Hellblasters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 on that biker. And let me see if I am in my Herald's range anymore. Where's my base? I am just out. It wouldn't matter anyway, I'd still be winning on 5s. So 4s to hit, rerolling 1s.
These on the bikes? Or
Oh,
the
yes,
bikes?
these are on the bikes.
Okay.
And 5s to wound. No wounds. And then the 3 on the Hellblasters. So 1, and then 5s to wound. No wounds. And I believe that was all of my melee.
Alright, so I've got some swings back here with the Black Knights. Let's just put 2 into the unit on the left and 2 into the blue guys on the right. So here's the 2 on the left. Those hit, wounding on 3s. You have 2 saves on
Is
the
this
birds.
Angors?
Yep.
So these are 5s. So 2 die.
Cool.
And this is not the champion because he's blue.
And 2 on the unit on my right over there. Those 2 hit.
And those guys are toughness 3.
Yeah. So 2 wounds on those guys.
These are 4-ups. Made both of them.
Okay. And the Hellblasters, which would have a pile in here. So it would go doot, doot, doot. I think we're probably going to have like 3 that can swing on you.
Or 4.
4, sorry. Bump, bump, bump. Alright, so I believe they're 2 attacks apiece. 2, 4, 6, and I believe the sergeant has 3, I believe. Let me make sure. I don't want to shoot you. What we got over here in Cheaty Land? I don't get into melee. That's correct, yep. So we will have 6 regular attacks and 3 from the sergeant who does not have a power sword. Here we go. Cool. I failed 66% of that. Thank God for Azrael. And wounded on 3s. Alright, it's cocked. Alright, so we have 7 saves for those bros.
So 1, 2, 3 die. So I want to keep you in melee. So I'll have these 3 die.
And at the end of the phase, my bikers auto pass morale. My Hellblasters, I think, lost at least 3 this phase. 4? No, there's 7 there, so 3. So here we go. So that would be me losing 1. So we're re-roll, and we're good because they have the Ammunition of Fear. And
so I'm going to roll for my Zangors. They lost 3. They are good. They're leadership 7, and the Horrors lost 5. They are leadership 7. Oof. So 10, so they lose 3 more. That's a tough call, but...
Alright, so going into Dark Angel's turn 3, because he got that epic, ridiculous bolt of whatever the heck that was that killed all of these dudes here. I have nobody on the objective, so I get no... I didn't break anything?
No, that was just the dice.
Just the dice.
It was on 2.
There we go.
Gave me a mini heart attack.
I about had a mini heart attack too. Yeah, so Librarian is not in range of the objective, so no points for me. He has more units there than I do, so I'm not going to get anything there either. So that means next turn he's at minimum going to be pulling ahead by 1, so I'm going to have to figure out what I can do. I am going to have to fall out of combat with those Hellblasters probably, and then see what I can do about some form of bubble wrap. So, all right, so we went ahead and moved some stuff. Scouts have pushed forward. These guys have finally jumped down, came a little bit closer. The Hellblasters have dumped out and waited here. I'm doing Intractable, which is going to take 2 command points, which is going to knock me down to 1. And we're going to roll, see if we get my point back, because this is a new round. I don't generate 1 this game. Yippee skippy. This guy did not flat out. He just moved over here onto the objective. Tactical bros move forward. Scouts move forward. So now it's time to do some psychic stuff. So we're going to do... let's try and fire off an aversion, and we'll throw it on the Thousand Suns bros in the back. You got it on a 9.
So I'm going to try to deny with that unit. I need a 10, which I make.
Super. I'm going to go ahead and try and cast Righteous Repugnance on Azrael. 7 should do it.
And I will try to deny that with the Demon Prince, which I got a 6, which will not do it.
Cool, so Righteous Repugnance. Azrael already gets to reroll all yada yadas, but he's going to get to reroll his failed wounds now as well, which is useful. We're going to go ahead and start doing some shooting. The Scouter Bros do much. We got range 24 over here. Yeah. Alright, so we'll go ahead and throw all the shots we can into this. So we've got 4 bolters, and actually, do we have range over here? Because this will be better. Yeah, I have no range for that. So, 1 bolter into the pink bros over there, 3 into the Lord of Change. So Lord of Change. Doop. And yep, they're in range of Azrael, so we got it. And I'm assuming 5's wound.
Yeah, toughness 7.
Got 1 wound.
So, effectively a 3 up. Makes it.
And then the bolter into the pink bros. Heats. It wounds.
4 up. Cocked. Makes it.
Okay. We're going to fire all of these into the Thousand Suns, bro. Actually, forget it. We'll fire everything into the pink bros over there. So I think that's probably 12 inches away.
Yeah, it's gotta be.
Yeah. Alright, so we'll have 8 bolter shots, 1 bolt pistol, and are we within range of Azrael? I think we probably got it to that guy. Here we go. Not that it's going to do much, but we're going to try. Here we go. Alright. Azrael, hopefully give me some hits. Yes, that's good. And we'll need 3s to it. Alright, so you got, what was that, 7? 7 basic bolter shots into the pink bros.
So 4 ups. Made them all.
Glorious. It is not my day. Heavy bolter into this big guy here, hitting on 4s because I moved. 2 hits, 1 on 5s. No wounds. Hellblasters are going to shoot at him. They're going to overcharge, and we're going to use our stratagem to increase the damage by 1. See if I get my command point back. I don't. We're out of command points. Gotten 1 back this game. Alright, so we'll have 14 shots into him. 8, 10, 12, 14. We're rolling 2 at a time, starting with the sergeant. Those hits. Guy next to him.
Are you doing the Azrael rerolls?
Yeah. Yeah, these are hitting because there's no penalty for them backing out.
For some reason I was thinking this was Overwatch.
No. Reroll on the 3rd guy. So 1 guy kills himself. 4th guy. Alright. 5th guy. 6th guy. And the guy that's wounded in the back. Does not kill himself. So I do lose 1 guy. And these are going to be wounding on 3s. I still failed half. So you have 6 saves at AP -4.
So still the same invuln. So I did fail 3. I'm not going to do the impossible robes reroll. So how much damage is it?
There are 3 apiece right now.
So that'll bring them down to 2 apiece. So I take 6 wounds. So let me grab another dice. So he has 8 wounds on him. Is he thresholded yet? 16 to 9 is his main bracket. So he is in his middle bracket.
Okay. These tactical marines over here are going to fire their bolters into the pink ones. Did I actually position you right? I did. Okay. So we're going to split fire with the sergeant, who's going to fire both profiles, bolter into them, plasma into this guy. So he'll be hitting on 4s instead of 3s. So we're going to do the plasma over here, not overcharging. That will hit, wounding on 4s, no wounds. His bolter over there, because it's going to be hitting on 4s instead of 3s. It hits, and we'll get the other 3 bolters in, and then we'll wound. There we go. Cool. Alright. Now we'll need 3s to wound. Alright, so you'll have 4 saves on those guys. The Pinky Bros.
So 2 die.
Okay. We will go ahead and fire a bolt pistol from this bike into... I don't know if that's... I think it's doing the shooting phase, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So bolt pistol from this bike into those, and bolt pistol from this bike into the blue guys. So Zangors. Reroll from Azzy. Nope. Other guy into the blue dudes. Reroll from Azzy. He hits and 3s. So wounded, those dudes. Good. Cool. Azrael is going to shoot bolter. I think that's probably 12 over that guy. Yeah, so he'll fire both profiles into those, no overcharge. So he'll be hitting on 3s instead of 2s, rerolling 1s. So this will be his Mastercrafted bolter. So I don't get to reroll the 2, rerolling 1. Okay. Wounded on 3s. No wounds.
Doesn't he have the psychic power? Lets him.
That's only on melee stuff.
Okay.
This is the plasma. It was not overcharged. Still missed one of them. So it does wound those guys over there.
There.
You're fine. Cool. Brother Nabil is going to bolt pistol the sorcerer dude on the floor. I failed so many attacks. Ridiculous. Forced to wound. No wounds. Cool. So let's go ahead and get some charges in. Tactical bros over here going to charge into the blue guys. We're going to roll because the movement makes sense. We got an 8, which is good. Bum, 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 bum. You know where 3 inches is from that, so we'll just go. I want to be as far away from your other bros as I can be. And then that guy. Actually, you know what? Had an 8, so we might as well get all the guys within 3 inches, just so you have to kill the whole unit to get to him. Azrael is going to charge your HQ up there. This guy.
Okay.
No, well, I guess he's HQ. Do Prince. Got an 8, so he'll be able to do it. And we want to be an inch away. We just want to be barely in there. Boop. And scouts are going to charge the blue bros with a 5, which should do it. We'll get base to base with these bros. These guys are going to go 3 down and 2 forward, so they'll be like here. And then they'll pile in. And
If they can go 2 forward, then.
Well, it was 3. They were kind of farther
okay.
back too, so I was adding like the 1 and 1 up top. Let's actually charge more like this. And Brother Nabil will launch a charge of his own onto the blue guys. Actually, he'll charge over here into these blue guys. I really need those guys dead. I think I might be able to do it with that. Yeah, he'll come this direction. With a 9. So I think that's probably going to be able to do it. Whoop. Sound effects are always good, and he was an inch away from you guy. So he was in combat with those. Okay. How many command points you got left?
I have 3.
Let's do... Ooh. I'm going to charge... Do you have any ranged weapons?
No. Just psychic powers.
I'm going to charge him. With this. Yep. Not with a 3, we're not. Okay. Back to our previously scheduled game here. I guess we'll just start with Azrael, who's got 5 attacks. Swinging on this bro.
Alrighty.
Reroll and fail. Alright. And what's your toughness?
Toughness is 6.
Okay. The strength on my weapon is, I believe, +2. So it's +2, so I'm hitting, or wounding on strength 6, so wounding on 4s. Let me bring this over here when I roll, because it does special things. Here we go. So you get to reroll the fails. Alright, so we have 4 that are coming through at AP -3.
Okay. So I will take, I have a 3-up invuln from Weaver of Fate, so how many? 4?
I have 4, yep.
So I failed 2. What is the damage?
It's D3 piece. Okay. So it's going to be 4.
4 wounds.
Are you interrupting?
I still think my Demon Prince is pretty safe. Is it worth the command point? So you charged with Azrael?
Azrael, him, them,
Marines.
and these guys.
I could interrupt and attack the scouts. And maybe carve them a little bit. Or I could attack those bikes. I feel like I am gonna... It's 2 command points, right? Don't know if this is the best idea, but to help clear out that middle, I am going to interrupt with the Zangors and fight the scouts.
Okay.
So it'll bring me down to 1 command point. 2, 3. So these are 3s, re-rolling 1s. That's a lot of 1s. And 2 2s. And they are toughness 4.
Correct.
So 4 is to wound. So 2 wounds at -1.
Alright. 2 invuln saves, here we go. Passed 1, failed 1. Guy in the back, you dead.
Don't know if that was the best idea. Probably not.
So consolidating in. You guys. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. Alright, so 3 regular dudes. Sergeant's got 2 plus close combat. Here we go. Rerolling the fails. Okay, 4 is to wound. 1 wound.
5 up. Sorry about that. And I still fail. So 1 bites it.
Okay. Tactical squad over here. We're gonna have 3 bros plus the sergeant, and my power weapon is not gonna change anything. So here we go. If I had $1 for every 2 I ran today, I'd be buying some amazing things. Redonkulous. 4 to wound, 3 to wound because they're tough as 3. 2 wounds.
4 ups. Failed 1. That is the horrors.
Okay. Brother Nabil is going to swing on him now. And let's see what kind of attacks Mr. Nabil has. He's got 3 attacks on the charge, hitting on 3s. And these should be wounding on 2s because it's +2 strength. Cool. Now we'll go to the fight phase, and I will choose my first unit to swing, which the only thing that's there is the bikes. How many wounds does your
4 left.
demon? His 4 left. This guy's going to be into the blue dudes, and this guy's going to be into those blue dudes. So guy on the left into the Zangors. Rerolls. Wounding on 3s. No wounds. 2 into the blue guys on the right. Okay. 3s to wound. 1 wound.
Pass.
And now it'll be your turn to choose Demon Prince or blue guys.
I'm a Demon Prince into... how many wounds does Ezreal have?
6.
Yeah, I'm gonna swing into him.
Okay.
So 2... Does he have any modifiers to me hitting him?
No.
So 2's rerolling 1s. Toughness.
4.
So 3's. No rerolls. So 5 saves at -2, and it is 2 damage.
Alright, here we go. Indolent saves. He passed them all.
Ooh, that was a
With
good roll.
4 6s out of that. Alright, now your blue guys.
3 blue guys.
Where are they swinging?
Hitting on 4s, they're just swinging into the... Actually, 1 swing on Nabil. And
-1 to hit on him. He's got a relic. For the record.
he's gonna try to be a champ, and the other 2 on the bikes. So 2 on the bikes, both hit.
Okay.
5s to wound, 1 wound,
You good?
and on Nabil. Can this horror be a champion? Miss. No.
Alright.
So morale. So I'm going to roll on the horrors. They lost 3. So that brings them up to 7, so they are good. And the Zangors lost 1.
They're
It's a
good.
1, they're good.
They don't replenish on a 1?
No. And that's only, you have to have the banner.
Okay, cool.
Alright, so that is the bottom of Justin's turn 3.
Top of turn 3.
Top of turn 3.
Alright, so we're going into top of turn 3.
So top of 3, I score
Or
1
bottom of turn 3, sorry.
Top of turn, or bottom of turn 3, I score 1 victory point for my objective. Justin is currently holding the middle. And
Yeah, more bodies there.
I'm gonna start moving things now.
So what'd you do for your movement?
Alright, everyone's kind of converging in on the objective. Lord of Change is crippled, so we can't quite make it to that objective. I'm hoping to tear through that tank and make my way over there for those points. And we're moving into my psychic phase. So I'm going to start with my baby smites. So this unit of 3 horrors is going to try to smite. They fail. The next unit on a 6 fails. So I'm going to move to... How many wounds does that vehicle have?
It's taken 4, and I believe it's got 9 total.
Okay.
It is 9 total, correct.
So I believe what my Lord of Change is going to do is first he's going to try to manifest Smite. This needs a 7 now.
Okay.
He has +1 to his roll for being bracketed. So I'm thinking I'm going to spend my last command point
Okay.
and reroll that 1. So 7, it goes off on an 8. Do you want to try to deny that?
No. It's from him?
Oh, yes.
Yes.
So it'll be D3 on that tank. So 3 on the tank. And then he is going to try to Bolt of Change enemy unit within 18 inches invisible on the Hellblasters.
Okay.
Yeah, on the Hellblasters. So that'll go off with a 10. So that is D3 mortal wounds.
Don't want to attempt to deny. What other
yep.
powers do you have left to cast?
A bunch of buff spells. He has 2 buff spells. He has Smite. He has Smite. He's got a couple of buffs. He has
What
a
did you
buff.
roll?
A 10 total.
Yeah, it's fine. Carry on.
So D3 on the Hellblasters is 1.
Guy in the back, you have died.
So that is Lord of Change. So, my Demon Prince is going to try to cast Temporal Manipulation.
What's this do?
He can recover D3 wounds.
Okay.
So he needs a 6, which will fail.
Okay.
His second power is Inch's Firestorm, which he is going to cast on this unit.
Okay.
He needs a 7. Will fail. Smite. He's going to cast Smite, which I think that unit is going to be the closest.
Correct.
Fails. His second power is he's going to try to Boon of Change the Demon Prince. Needs a 7. Goes off on an 8.
What's this do?
We'll give him either +1 Strength, Toughness, or Attack.
And what second powers have you not cast this turn?
Prescience, the +1 for my guys to hit, the -1 for your guys to hit, and the +1 invuln save.
Okay. Yeah, carry on with the boon.
Hold on. He cannot do that. I forgot. Heralds can only cast 1.
Okay.
So I'm thinking of the Thousand Suns guys. I apologize.
That's okay.
And I don't know if I've done that on other turns. And
I don't know. It's fine.
yeah,
Someone on YouTube land will know.
So he is done. I'm gonna cast Baby Smite.
Okay.
It'll go off.
Okay, so
That'll be a 6, and it'll cause 1 mortal wound.
So it's from this guy in front.
Him.
Yeah, it's gonna be the bike probably.
Yeah.
Who's left to cast? The guy on the disc?
Guy on the disc and him.
Yeah. So we're going to attempt to deny that guy because he's closer and there's not much I can do. You were within 12, so I have Psychic Hood, so I get +1 to my roll. Here we go. Yep, so I saved the bike.
Okay.
Thank you, Brother Nabil. You did something.
Prescience from him onto the... That's not really worth it because they don't really have a good shooting target, actually. He's going to cast Smite. Let me see. So they're about 9. Yeah, they're going to be the closest. Let me see if he actually has the Brotherhood of Psychers rule, which he does not. Actually, I'm not going to worry about it. I'm going to cast Prescience on... First, I'm just going to cast Glamour of Zinch on my Demon Prince. 7s. Does not go off.
Woo!
I'm going to come back to his second power later. Weaver of Fates on the Demon Prince. This needs a 6. Does not go off. The psychic powers are failing me now.
They are.
What do I want to do? I've got 1 power left.
That's on the guy that already cast 1 here. You said you're going to come back to him.
Yeah. He can either cast Prescience or Smite. But Smite is going to be a pretty high cast now.
Prescience lets you reroll, yeah?
Yes.
That's pretty useful.
Or it adds 1 to hit rolls.
Still pretty useful. Or with a good smite, you can murder scouts. It's kind of up to you.
Because it doesn't matter on the Demon Prince because he's hitting on 2s, rerolling 1s. I guess I'll try to just smite. Yep. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So +4, so 9s. I need 9 or better. Does not go off.
Fair enough.
So now we are on to the shooting phase. They are going to shoot at their only target, the scouts.
Okay.
Within 18. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So 22 shots. Rerolling 1s, hitting on 4s. Okay, and they are toughness 4.
Mm-hmm.
So 4s because I'm near my Herald.
Is there any AP on this?
No, so that is 5 saves.
Okay, and they're in cover, so they got a 3-up in the cover. We lose 2.
Okay, bolt pistol at them. 3s, rerolling 1s, hits, 4s to wound, wound at -2.
Alright, so dead. They want Sarge to go. What do we got? This is leadership.
Sorcerer Supreme. Shooting, I believe he has a ballistic skill of 2. Yes. Hits. 4s. Wounds, -2.
We good.
They're like just out. So
Thank God.
1, 2, 3, 4. So I got 4 guys shooting at him, so that's 3 bolters and the Soul Reaper. So the bolters, 3s, rerolling 1s, wounding on 4s. Oof, 1 -2 save. And then the cannon, rerolling that. And these are 3s. So 2 saves -3.
He tried.
And I believe it is assault.
Alright.
So Changecaster is going to charge them.
Yep.
Don't think we can overwatch.
Nope.
So 10. Just gonna go. I just want to give them room. They're gonna charge them. 5. This is just time to pile onto that objective. These guys are just gonna get stuck behind. He is gonna try to charge the scouts.
Can he get within an inch?
I think if I get to right here, let me mark where he is. I think that's within an inch.
Looks good. Let's do it.
So, decent roll, 10 inches, yep. Lord of Change is going to charge that vehicle.
Oh, I get overwatch. You go. Carry on. It looks like you did not
5.
No, you're good.
I just want to, I'm trying to charge around to get as close to that objective as possible. So I'm going to kind of go to this side to like right here. Which I don't think I'm going to be able to actually get to there right now until I pile in. So I'm going to take him as my first activation. I'm going to pile in 3 to get a little bit closer and make my attacks. So I'm in my wounded profile. So I have 4 attacks. These are hitting on 2s, and it is strength 6. Oh yeah, his weapon skill doesn't go down.
Oh, nice.
His attacks, his spell casting, and his movement. So he gets no rerolls. So these are 2s. Strength 6, toughness.
I believe it's toughness 6.
So 4s. Oof. So 1, and it is -2, 3 damage.
Yep, gotta do it. And he'll die, so see if he explodes. He does not explode.
And do I still get a pile in?
Towards the nearest enemy, correct.
Okay, so just pile me straight towards the objective if you can reach. Okay, are you gonna interrupt?
I can't, I have no command points.
Alright, charging sorcerer, or mini sorcerer. Hitting on 3s. Both hit. Wounding on 3s. It's cocked. No wounds. Fate Caster, Change Caster. They changed their names and they're all random different things. So 2 attacks hitting on 4s. 1 hits. 4s, wounds. So the Staff of Change, or the dagger is just AP -1.
And one save. And of course we got fails.
Wait, what was their save?
They had a 4 up, but I failed it.
Okay. And then I'll just pile in. The pink horrors. I'm going to pile. They probably, it's not really going to affect how many can attack, 'cause there's just not room. So 1, 2, 3 can attack those Marines.
Okay.
4 is rerolling 1s. 1 hit. 4 is to wound, no wound. And that is all my charges. So I'm going to take my first attack with my big guy. So 4, 5, 6 on your leader. 2's rerolling 1s. And then 3's. So 6 saves -2.
Here we go. How much damage is it a piece?
2.
Pretty sure he's dead. Yep, and I'm gonna call it there. That's gonna be game.
Good game.
Alright guys, so at the bottom of turn 3 I went ahead and conceded the game. I did try and play it out because I was concerned on turn 2, but I saw an option with Azrael trying to get in and beat up on his Demon Prince and maybe shift the momentum, which did not happen. But when he took Azrael out, I think that put us at a 5-point to 3-point game in his favor. With his Fate Weaver.
Yep. Or no, that's the Lord of Change.
With Lord of Change here, if we had checked, I might have had 2 Hellblasters on this objective, but
I'd kind of secured the middle objective
Yeah.
by that point, which was helping.
yeah, so at a minimum, he was going to start going up 3 points a turn. Maybe I get a point on my turn, but I think my one guy was out. So he honestly could have just backed out of the middle with all that stuff from melee if he wanted to, and probably took his Rubik Marines and shot me off the table. I had such little mass at the middle of the table. Any of that major negative or minus AP stuff would have just obliterated what was left. So rather than sit there and roll dice for nonsense, when you get checkmated, you're checkmated. So that was a pretty good game.
Yep,
Appreciate it. If you guys enjoyed this, make sure you hit that subscribe button, ding the little bell so you get alerts when we put up new content. And as always, if we got any rules wrong, make sure you sound off below. Be nice. I know you guys like to be right, but let us know what we got wrong. I'm sure we did get some stuff wrong.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I cast multiple spells with my Herald the first 2 turns or something. I don't know how impactful that was, but I'm still trying to keeping track of all my different psychers and different names right now. As I'm just getting back into 40k.
We definitely had a bunch of psychers. We had one instance with your that guy, Lord of Change.
Lord of Change.
Yeah, got it right that time. Lord of Change, where he did a psychic power on Brother Nabil, and he wasn't the nearest, but I think psychic powers can target characters when they're not nearest. If we got that wrong, let us know.
I think it's shooting, but it could be anything.
Yeah, I think we did it right, but as always, let us know. We will try to improve. If you'd like to support what we do, make sure you check out deathresigns.com. Anything you do over there helps keep the lights on here, helps keep me employed so we can continue to produce content for you guys. And, you know, Adam, you guys like him. He gets to come out and blow some stuff up too. So on that note, thank you guys again for watching. And as always, happy wargaming.